Well, Nathan, we're doing yet another episode during the Christmas time.
Merry Christmas, Neves.
Merry
I
Christmas.
got you a special gift.
Oh!
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
My favorite of the franchise.
Favorite of franchise, dude. We gotta watch this, man. And you know what? I also got you something. I got you white fudge Oreos, baby.
White fudge Oreos.
Ah!
This feels a little light.
I mean, I ate a couple. You can have like one or two.
You left 4.
Yeah, I mean, I got a little hungry when I bought them, dude. It was a long ride here.
Thanks, Neves.
Yeah.
So thoughtful.
Fucking Merry Chrysler, all right?
Let's record.
Fucking A. Whoa!
Welcome back to the Real Talk Podcast, episode 116. I'm your host, Nathan, and I'm joined by the man himself, Matthew Neves to my left.
Thank you.
And today, holy shit.
Oh, man.
It's the Real Talk Christmas special, man.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
Hell yeah, man. Merry Christmas. We're here. We're doing Christmas.
We're here. It's pretty crazy because it kind of feels like I know one of our first episodes together was a Christmas episode with Real Late Night Talk. So
Real
it feels
Late
like
Night
it's kind of capping off like a whole year of Real Talk, which is awesome. And I thought we both kind of thought we'd just talk about our favorite Christmas movies. Just kind of go in depth of some bangers, some underrated Christmas movies, and just kind of get into the holiday spirit.
Hell yeah, man. If you're watching this, grab some milk, grab some cookies,
grab some eggnog,
Baileys, mix it up a bit, all right? We don't judge here.
Mm-hmm.
And let's get into some Christmas movies. Now, I divided some of these into different stages because I figured, during this time, a lot of people watch older Christmas films, newer Christmas films, getting into the golden age of Christmas movies. Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah.
Classic,
absolute classic.
amazing. Then you get like the Rankin Bass specials, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman.
Again, classic. Did they show those to you in elementary school?
Oh yeah,
I remember rolling in the big fucking TV.
Yeah,
you guys remember
man.
that feeling, bro?
yes,
like
VHS.
week before Christmas break, big TV rolling in. You're like, yes, I'm not doing shit today at school. Sitting there watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, man. I think we were the last generation that had that with the
Yeah,
TV.
I'm
and
so grateful for that, man.
Yeah.
That exciting feeling of that TV rolling into the class. Like, there's nothing as exciting.
Now it's all streaming. Now the
I
teacher's
know.
just like, "Here's my Hulu account."
I know.
Fuck.
And really, like a whole class just used to sit in front of like a fucking like 25-inch TV.
Yeah.
And watch a movie on VHS. Like, what a way to butcher a film when you think about it. But how exciting was it?
I mean, you didn't have to do homework. I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm in the back seat. I'm in the back row.
Bro,
I can barely see what it is.
Yeah, and my ass, like, I was in denial of like not getting glasses for years.
Oh.
So like I was blind as fuck, but like didn't want to admit it.
You were like,
so my blind ass watching the Polar Express, like, what is it?
what the fuck? I think that's.
I thought it was live action from the
I
back.
was like, oh yeah. Man, you really need glasses if you thought it was live action. But yeah, you see a lot of those classics, and of course, A Christmas Carol. There have been so many iterations. Obviously, it started in the golden age of Hollywood with various characters. And the one and only It's a Wonderful Life. Did you ever watch that movie?
Of course.
Dude.
Of course.
Jimmy fucking Stewart, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That always warms my heart.
That's the golden film of the golden age.
Yeah.
I think that's the most memorable and I think a film that will be played in 100 years. It's so special.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. A lot of people look at it and it's like, oh, it's black and white. Oh, it's old. Guys, please, if you are a kid, if you're a teenager, you're gonna make fun of it. Believe me, this movie will make you have a heart.
It's memorable, man.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I won't say too much about that film because I want people to just watch it on their own.
Yeah,
for the
I feel like
first
a lot
time.
of people, especially like in the younger generation, have not seen that.
Yeah.
That's one. Yeah, you just gotta watch on your own. Watch that right around Christmas time.
Yeah.
really get in the spirit, put that on, get over that it's in black and white and it looks a little old because the message, the story, it's so memorable.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah.
So getting into the golden age, there have also been the silver age. I feel like our parents were the ones that watched this when they were kids.
And this is a great age.
Oh, absolutely.
Like these films hold up.
Friggin' John Hughes made a big impact during this time. He wrote
John Hughes is legendary.
He wrote Christmas Vacation, and he also wrote Home Alone.
That's crazy.
And the year span of each other. I think Christmas Vacation was 89 and then Home Alone was 1990. So this guy was like...
Bro, those are like two golden scripts.
Yes.
Like those are like two once-in-a-lifetime scripts, like back-to-back years. That's kind of unprecedented. Especially because they're both Christmas movies. Like, how do you go back-to-back writing classic Christmas movies? Like, I don't think anybody's ever done that.
No, because John Hughes, like, even before that, he directed and wrote Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which is a Thanksgiving film.
Right.
Still holiday-esque. So I think he looked at that film and was just like, you know what? I'm in the Christmas mood, man. I'm going to make classics now.
National Lampoon, so classic.
Oh, my God. Can we talk about Christmas Vacation? I know we've talked about it every Christmas, but... there's a reason why.
Yeah,
it is amazing.
Yeah, it's on the top of my watch list for every Christmas. It's one that I like to see usually every year. I usually do a rewatch of that. It's so cool.
Oh, it's one of those ones because like if you watch the other vacation films,
I don't love them.
I like the first one. The first one's good. The first one's good in a way that it's like making fun of that 50s family.
Yeah,
like Clark Griswold is like he's like the 50s dad that like is like shut the fuck up type of mentality.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
but nothing can top Christmas Vacation's writing, its style, its directing. It's like everything just works and it's so quotable.
Yeah.
It's the most quotable out of all the vacation films.
It just gives me a good feeling. Like it just gives me those warm, nostalgic feelings. It's everything you want out of a Christmas movie. It plays great in a packed living room. It plays like on Christmas morning. It plays great in the background. It plays great on your own. It's just like one of those movies you could throw on in the holiday season in any scenario.
Yeah, man.
And jump in at any time. If it's like playing on TV and I catch it halfway through, guess I'm canceling my plans. You know what I mean? Like you could jump into that movie at any time and have such a great time with it.
Well, I think my favorite quote from that movie, because there's millions, is when Chevy Chase is like, "We're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny fucking Kaye."
It's cold.
And he says it's so crazy. He looks psychotic in that scene.
I know. Chevy Chase in his absolute prime.
Fuck, man.
Legend.
Truly. And then obviously you get into Home Alone, which I feel like younger kids would watch that more than Christmas Vacation, even though both are fucking amazing.
Yeah, but Home Alone seems to just be an evergreen film that every generation grows up with.
Yeah.
Since the 90s for sure. Like our parents kind of I mean, didn't really grow up with it, but like,
they were
definitely relevant in their time and relevant in our time.
Absolutely.
Big time. I feel like in any era, that film holds up, especially the first one. Like,
oh yeah.
How do you feel about Lost in New York? I don't think we've talked much about Lost in New York before.
Yeah, no. I feel like Home Alone 2, Lost in New York is good.
Yeah?
It's good because of the fact that it was able to be different enough from the first one, while also still being a holiday film. And you seek more Kevin McAllister, and they still progress his character in a way, and same with the parents. The only issue I have is similar to what I have issues with Ghostbusters 2, where it's just, we got to do the same shit, I guess.
I know. And this one feels even more silly at times.
Yeah. It's
like the bad guy, like Joe Pesci and shit are just like there. Like they just so happen to run into them at the toy store.
Oh, yeah.
In New York. And it's like, it gets a little bit over the top. And obviously you could forgive that. It's a ridiculous Christmas movie anyway. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, Lost in New York is I think a good sequel. Mm-hmm. But the nothing beats that first one.
No.
Man. Nothing beats the vibes of that first one.
Because the first one, what makes it the best of the entire Home Alone franchise, which isn't really saying much, there's really isn't competition. But the first one is Old Man Marley.
Yeah.
If they did not have that character in that movie, it would just be like, yeah, it's a silly film. Oh, they do the traps and stuff. But because you have that character arc from his perspective and him reconnecting with his son.
It really hits home.
Dude. And you know what I found out recently? I read this up. So you know how he had an injury on his hand? And like the first time you see it, he like puts it down and stuff. Yeah. And you see Kevin for the first time. notice how the hand is healing throughout the film. He shakes his hand at the church, and now it's just a Band-Aid. And by the time he waves his hand, it's no longer there. There is no scar because he's fully healed.
And that's him healing as well.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I've seen that movie how many times?
Exactly same. I
Never
read this
noticed
up.
that. And I love that. I love that. A good film is on the 10th rewatch, you can find something new.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect example of it. Wow.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful movie. So yeah, Home Alone. And my personal favorite Christmas movie of all time, I'm going to let you know, Nathan, is A Christmas Story.
Wow.
Now, this film has been shown billions of times. I get it. Everyone's seen it. Everyone knows it. Oh, it's the leg lamp. Oh, it's this. Those are the parts that I enjoy. But the reason why I love it so much is it feels like it captures the essence of Christmas with a family the most.
The family aspect of Christmas
Yeah.
is so beautifully captured in that film.
Yeah, and my favorite shot is when the wife comes down the stairs. It's like dark. It's Christmas Eve. Music's playing, and she sits next to her husband, and they're having drinks, and all they're doing is listening to Christmas music and looking outside when it's snowing. That to me has always been the essence of Christmas. I love that. It's beautifully framed. It's beautifully done.
Yeah, as an audience, you know what that feels like,
Yes.
and it's just watching that portrayed so beautifully is awesome. It's so simple yet so moving and memorable.
Yeah. And to me, like, no matter how many times they attempt to do it again, like, what was it? I think we reviewed the sequel last year.
Oh yeah, you.
It's not the worst fucking thing to exist. They already made that with A Christmas Story too.
What was the premise of that again? Like,
The
how
newest
did they
one?
bring it back? Yeah.
So they brought back Ralphie. He's like much older, and he's an author now. So he's trying to write a book, but he can't really figure it out. So during the Christmas season, he's trying to do that while also connecting back with his family, because I think his father passes away. So he meets up with his mother, and he has a wife now, and he basically like tries to connect it that way. It's not a terrible idea, but like if I'm gonna pick one or the other, no shit, I'm gonna watch the OG again.
Of course.
I'm not gonna watch the sequel again, but it's not a terrible one.
Of course.
Yeah. So
Christmas Story, banger. And if you haven't seen that one, I'm sure maybe you have, because it's always on TV every year, and just like seems to be like an unavoidable Christmas classic. But if you haven't, go check that one out.
yeah,
Hits hard.
Also, in terms of narcissistic Santa performances, this predates Bad Santa. Even though it kind of gives off that vibe, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It
It's
does.
like,
Maybe a little more.
You want a toy truck? Oh, get him off my lap. And then he just takes him away. It's like less vulgar, but still in the same spirit
Yeah.
as Billy Bob Thornton's
I think we got to
performance.
add Tim Allen Santa Claus to this silver age.
Fair enough.
How do you feel about that movie?
I saw the first one last year, and
That was your first time watching it? The original, yeah?
since Disney.
Oh, since back- yeah,
since
like-
Family Channel,
right,
because we're
since-
Canadian.
Yeah, Family Channel back in the day for sure.
They played those all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing 2 and 3 a lot, which I thought, yeah, they were goofy, but I enjoyed them. I tried seeing the first one, and I stopped halfway because I'm like, okay,
It's goofy, bro.
after
The whole franchise is insanely goofy.
it is, yeah. Like maybe if you're like a little kid, but once you hit your teens, you're watching and you're just like, yeah, this is something you'd show to your niece and nephew.
It's a kids movie for sure.
Yeah.
But the nostalgia,
Oh, yeah.
nostalgia is everything for me, and that's why I like to go back to it.
The best part is the fact that Santa fucking dies.
Bro, Santa falling off the roof, and then the kid going, "You killed him!"
Santa. I was wondering because
That's the best part of the film.
You know how they brought back the show on Disney Plus? Okay, this is a show now called The Santa Clauses.
Wait, what?
You didn't know that?
No.
Disney Plus made a fucking show starring Tim Allen, and they brought back like the Santa Claus thing. It's called The Santa Clauses. Search it up right now. I think it's on its
What?
second season. Yeah, nobody knows about this, I guess, but I remember reading about it.
2022.
Yeah.
2 seasons.
2 seasons. So I don't know what it's about.
Gabriel Iglesias is in this.
Oh, no.
Eric Stonestreet from Modern Family.
Oh, what?
Yeah. This is a pretty crazy cast.
They brought back Tim Allen, obviously, and
Yeah.
the actress who plays Mrs. Claus. She was in 2 and 3, I believe, right? Yeah, she was in those ones. But what I'm thinking is funny is like, imagine they return the show and it's just like Tim Allen fucking dies and some other person Santa Claus. So Tim Allen's like, I'm done being Santa. Let me
tank-
just jump off this roof. Like, I don't know. Why the fuck is there 2 seasons of this?
Look at this poster. Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's Photoshop shit, man.
Terrible.
That's airbrush, man.
Scott Calvin is about to turn 65 and realizing he can't be Santa forever, sets out to find a suitable replacement Santa while preparing his family for a new adventure in life south of the North Pole.
Well, if they were going to replace him, he'll have to die, right? That's the whole point
So
of
is
the
he
first
falling
movie.
off the roof or not?
We'll find out in the series finale on Disney Plus, ladies and gentlemen.
2 seasons of this is wild.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to make another movie or something, sure. I mean, even that wouldn't be necessary, but to turn this is like the most like, why the fuck would you turn this into a series I've ever seen?
I think it's because we're in that streaming service age
know.
where Disney is desperate for any content. But yeah, I would say, are there any other Silver Age Christmas movies that come to mind?
That's kind of it for me.
Fair enough.
I mean, obviously, you think of like kind of some maybe you put Die Hard in there.
Okay, can we talk about Die Hard?
I know the whole, it's the classic.
I'm fine with Die Hard, but
not a Christmas movie.
no, it is a Christmas movie. But if that's a Christmas movie, guess what? Batman Returns is a Christmas movie.
I think it is.
It's more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard is,
I
because the
think it
whole
is.
plan of Penguin is that he wants to kill kids during Christmas.
Yeah. I think it really is a Christmas movie.
yeah.
If the plot is centered around Christmas,
Yes.
it's a Christmas movie. Just because they're not sitting in the living room opening presents and drinking hot cocoa doesn't mean it's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah. So Die Hard is a Christmas movie. The Die Hard franchise is not.
No, it's not a Christmas
Because
franchise.
3 out of 5 of them are not set during Christmas. Only 2 of them are.
Yeah.
So let's just set the record straight. Also, I'm not counting Iron Man 3 as a Christmas movie because that just it's just so happens to be Christmas.
Yeah, also you can't go too far. You can't just
Yeah.
be like any movie that has a Christmas scene in it, because then it's like Godfather and like there's
Goodfellas. Goodfellas has an infamous one where it's like, take it back.
Oh, that's that Goodfellas.
It's under my mother's name.
Yeah, Goodfellas has one of the greatest scenes in the film is a Christmas party.
Yeah, man.
Where the bar is all decorated in those lights
Yeah.
and she's wearing the mink coat.
He's like, wait, I can't fucking believe this. Take this back.
You're already dying at the mink coat. And then after that, they follow it with the pink Cadillac in the snow.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh my God. That's one of the greatest scenes in that film.
Amazing. Actually, the more I think about it, I feel like Scorsese's, most of his mob films have a Christmas scene. Irishman had one.
Irishman had one.
Fuck. I don't know if Casino had one, but that's what I mean. Like, because of how long these films are and how throughout the years,
They usually go through time, so
Joe Pesci was technically in 2 Christmas movies then.
yeah. Joe Pesci, a Christmas movie actor.
Home Alone and Goodfellas same year.
Same year is wild.
That's fucking nuts. Anyways, getting into the recent Christmas movies, there have been tons. You've named a few. I will name one of my favorites, post 2000s. It's Bad Santa.
Bad Santa, man.
Dude.
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac's
R.I.P.
great.
Bernie Mac. I
Dude,
love Bernie Mac.
He's so good. There was a scene in the movie, I always think about it, where it's just like he finds out about them robbing it. And he's like, I want a little taste of it. And he's like, all right, what's the deal? He's like, half. Fucking half? What? So then,
a little taste of it.
little taste of it. And then the guy's like, let me negotiate. 25%, half. 35, half. 45, half. Okay, how about 49? And then Billy Bob Thornton's like, you might as well just add another fucking point.
Yeah, and Bernie Mac's line delivery is just—he's one of the greats. Like
He's so good.
When he's on screen or when he's doing stand up, he commands attention.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of the absolute greats.
Did you ever watch the Bernie Mac show?
Yeah, I did.
Dude, I was rewatching that because I remember seeing some episodes and it's free
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Oh,
Dude,
really? I've
yeah.
never seen it in its entirety. I've just seen loose episodes, but
Yeah.
yeah, this show's fucking
So
amazing.
good, man.
amazing.
You almost like his energy's there.
And even his old like Def Jam stand up stuff.
Yeah,
man. It's unmatched.
dude. Ah, man. Anyways, great stuff. He's amazing in Bad Santa. So is Billy Bob Thornton.
Bad Santa's one that I feel like doesn't get talked about too much these days as like like rated R Christmas. Is it rated or
Yeah.
like a
Oh,
mature,
yeah, it is
it's
rated
definitely
R.
Mature Christmas
Amount
movie.
of times Billy Bob Thornton.
But if you're hanging with some buddies in the Christmas season and
Yeah.
you want to throw on a movie and just laugh, and if you've seen Elf 100 times already,
Yeah.
Try another movie that came out in 2003.
If you want to watch, Elf is the one you watch with the family.
Yeah.
Bad Santa is the one you watch with the boys.
Yeah.
All right, you watch that one with the boys.
That's a fact. That's a
good
fact.
one.
You pour up the eggnog.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You watch that
Spike
one with
it up.
the boys for
Spike
sure.
up the eggnog.
That's a classic.
Another film that I saw, and I think it's a new classic in my opinion. It came out recently. It's on Netflix. The movie Klaus.
Claws. Did I don't
The animated one.
I didn't see it.
It's really well done. It's about this guy who is from a rich family that's very spoiled, and they find this out, and they're like, "All right, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have you become
Oh, yeah, I've seen this. I've seen the art style.
what was he, like a mailman essentially? So you're gonna deliver letters in this like rundown town that nobody cares about, and you have to work there, and you have to send this many letters before we truly respect you and stuff like
Right.
that. And this just so happens to be the same town that Santa is.
Oh.
So a lot of these kids and a lot of the people in the town start believing because they realize, oh, Santa's here. He's giving out gifts if you send him a letter. And that's kind of like the story, essentially. There's moments here and there. And I just love the animation. It's very
The
distinct.
art style is very distinct.
Oh, man.
It's cool. This is one I never checked out, and I definitely want to. Is this a Netflix original film? Yeah.
Netflix original.
I mean, the cast already immediately sticks out to me. Jason Schwartzman, J.K. Simmons, Norm
Yeah.
Macdonald.
Yo, shout out to Norm Macdonald. Fucking great. And he has a small role in it, but tons of great voice
Will
actors.
Sasso.
Will Sasso,
wow,
yeah, man.
this has an awesome cast here.
Really good stuff.
I'm gonna check this one out. That's one I have not checked out.
Yeah. So if you're in the mood and you're with the family, definitely watch that one. Now, if you're like a die-hard type of fan, there was a movie I saw recently that had that vibe. It's called Violent Night. Did you ever hear that?
Violent Night, yeah.
Violent Night. I thought this was going to be pretty bad. I'm going to be honest. I saw the trailer. I'm like, oh, what is it? The guy from Stranger Things. He plays.
That's right.
Badass
It's
Santa.
what's his name? Hoffman or no, not what's his name?
Sheriff Hoffman. Sheriff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Hoffman?
so. I think so. I might be fucking his name up. But what's his name? David Harbour.
Oh, his name's Hopper.
Hopper, not
Hoffman. I don't know why I thought it was Hoffman.
I don't know either.
David Harbour.
David
Harbour,
Harbour
yeah.
plays Santa, and you see the trailer. I'm like, okay, what? Oh, badass Santa. But then you watch it, and like, oh, this is actually well done action.
Really?
The comedy's pretty solid.
I remember laughing at the trailer.
Yeah.
And not really. I never really gave it the time of day, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But maybe that's one I'll revisit.
Yeah, it's just
like
a
fun.
a home invasion movie, and then Santa gets stumbled in this mess, and he's just like, well, you know what? I'm gonna save the day. So he beats the shit out of a bunch of like terrorists, and
Wow.
he has a sledgehammer. He fucking kills people. Oh man,
He just murders people.
yeah, because he's just like, you're naughty. You're on the naughty list, and then like he killed. Yeah. It's very much like if you're into that Die Hard, like action. It's well choreographed action, and the humor works well enough.
I love all the iterations of Christmas movies that there is. Like you could watch a Christmas movie in just about any fucking genre. I love that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's go on to
Your picks.
okay. Here's my holiday sleepers. I tried to pick some. I mean, some of these are very well known, but I tried to pick a few that are maybe not so well known. That I think you should watch this holiday season. Number one, you're chilling with your girlfriend, your wife, whatever. The Holiday with Jack Black.
Nice.
In the time of Hallmark shitty ass Christmas movies. Those are a dime a dozen. There's so many garbage Hallmark movies
Too many.
where the girl is going back to her hometown and falls in love with the hometown boy and shit like that. And this is a rom-com that stars Jack Black that is very memorable. I think it's like a really good rom-com. I think it's a side of Jack Black that we don't really get to see on the big screen.
No, not really.
And
Yeah.
I think he does it really well. The Holiday, I think it came out in like 2004 or something like that. Early 2000s movie. And that's a super memorable one. You ever see that one?
No, but I remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
It was one of those performances because Jack Black around that time was known for, well, obviously Nacho Libre and like
like the
very
comedy.
comedic.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see him in a rom com and they play it straight because being more genuine with this material really gives these comedic actors more range.
Yeah, it was more seeing range from Jack Black was really cool. That's what made it memorable. Polar Express, obviously everybody knows. This is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. And that might be wild, but it's the nostalgia and what I think the Polar Express does so perfectly is capture the magic of Christmas to a child.
Yeah.
because the whole thing is so dreamlike. You know, he wakes up and the train is outside and he gets this ticket. And it's like, as a kid, you imagine what Santa's workshop is like. And, you know, when you're really a kid and you really believe in that shit and you're writing letters to Santa and shit, like, this is what I imagine. This is what I imagine, like, my letter is going to. You know what I mean? And I think that perfectly encapsulated that feeling for me and will forever, like, be the benchmark of, like, what it feels like as a kid around Christmas time. And that's so special. And every time I watch that movie, I get a little bit of that feeling inside me, and I'll forever love it. Some people don't love the animation.
Yeah.
Personally, I love it. Train conductor Tom Hanks, I love him. I love him so much. And that's a real memorable film to me.
Good stuff.
After that, the night before, here's another like rated R comedy, modern one that I really love, written by Seth Rogen, starring Seth Rogen. Really funny, man. Like, I watched this for the first time last year. The jokes hit way harder than I expected. The story was cohesive. It's about a group of friends who've kind of grown apart and come together at Christmas time. It hits hard. Love that one.
Nice.
I want to talk about the cursed Jack Frost Michael Keaton
Fucking
movie.
hell, man.
Anybody who grew up in Canada with like YTV, the shit used to give on a loop come the holiday season. And Neves blew my mind telling me that the fucking snowman was modeled after George Clooney's face.
Clooney. He was supposed to be in the film, and then when he looked at the model, he was just like, fuck this.
Like, you guys remember this movie, right? Like, Michael Keaton and this fucking snowman who's falling.
Freaky snowman. He dies.
He dies, and then he reincarnates as the snowman and just follows the kid around and shit.
Creepy.
It's creepy as
Fucking
hell.
creepy.
But I have a soft spot for it, and like I like it, and I used to watch it like every year, like not really by choice, but because it was on.
Exactly.
And that's a weird one, but that's a sleeper pick. Maybe one you saw as a kid and you totally forgot about, and I'm bringing that back to memory now.
If you want to bring back your nightmares, watch Jack Frost.
Then I got Jingle All the Way, classic.
Oh,
like,
dude.
Fucking classic. We haven't talked about that, but
people shit on that film. Fuck you, all right? Sinbad, Arnold, like...
Arnold rocks in that movie, too.
You know
Sinbad's so good.
You know what my favorite performance, though, is? Phil Hartman.
Yeah.
He's so good, man.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like, Howard, how's it going? I'm just setting up the lights right now.
yeah.
And Arnold's like, I hate you so much. It's perfect.
Let's do some rapid fire questions here, Nev.
Let's go. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. Your most rewatched Christmas film of all time. What do you think it's been throughout your whole life?
Home Alone.
Home Alone?
Yeah, more than Christmas Story, even though that movie's my favorite.
Yeah, Home Alone is just more pop culture, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For you, Christmas Vacation or Home Alone?
Home Alone for me. Just because 1 and 2 are pretty strong, and Home Alone, the first one is just so memorable for me. It's just hard to beat. I love the Christmas Vacation, but it's hard to beat.
Okay.
I'm gonna go the best Christmas movie that's not actually a Christmas movie. So you can include movies like Goodfellas or like Godfather, or like what is your favorite like movie that has a Christmas scene that's not a Christmas movie?
Shane Black has made some really good ones. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. If you're in the mood for an action buddy comedy, Val Kilmer and Robert Downey Jr. You can't go wrong.
Cool.
Yeah.
And Nev, we're running low on time, and I want to give you this quick gift for you to open on cam.
Fuck.
Before we wrap it up.
Okay. First off, I also gave you something. I don't know where it is.
I got it right here.
Show it off. Sorry.
I want to show this off. So look how sick this is. The Real Talk Studios wine.
Yes. So this 3D printing was done by my uncle. Shout out to him. One Man Workshop. We're gonna put his link down below.
Shout out
in the
to One Man
description.
Workshop.
He does an amazing job with both wood and metal 3D printing.
The craftsmanship on this is amazing. It's dope.
Good stuff. So yeah, Merry Christmas, Nathan.
Thank you so much.
And I'm gonna open this real quick before we run out of time. What?
Before Christian turns into the Grinch.
Is this what I think it is?
Yeah.
Fuck! We're watching Too Fast, Too Furious, baby!
It's only fitting that on my first time on the pod, I got you the first fast. And to bring it full circle after a year, Too Fast, Too Furious, baby. I'm culturing the boy.
Fucking Tokyo Drift coming up next, baby!
Next year, Tokyo Drift.
Thank you so much, Nathan. This has been an amazing Christmas episode, talking briefly.
Loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good
Loved
stuff.
it.
Thanks again.
No problem. Merry Christmas to you all. We will wrap it up there. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe to your boys, and mostly don't forget to watch some Christmas movies this year. Do not let the season go by without watching some classics, because that's what really gets you in the spirit, gets you in the mood. Let us know your favorite Christmas film in the comments. We will wrap it up there. Take care. Brush your hair. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
It's not sponsored by Bowflex.